Hello everybody and welcome back to the stream. So, back here with Star Rail. I don't have anybody here yet, but it's because they don't eat it like just a normal time. Like 9 o'clock, whatever. But I can't blame them. That's my fault. So, let's talk to this person.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken,
Aw, man. You're making me do that.
Kallinicus's wife, right?
Damn. Fine.
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there?
Oh, she has no clue.
Ma'am, Kallinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the grove against the Black Tide.
Oof.
So, did he manage to defend the grove? Huh?
Yes. He managed to protect Cersei's core flame at the cost of his life.
I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Damn.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face with composure. You know, Kallinicus, even though he was a scholar,
Hey!
he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he
You
came
mean
back.
I passed away after defending my stance on Sonic Adventure 2 battle? If there's anything that
Isn't
I probably...
it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me?
Hey, if there's anything I will, like, not defend, it's Half-Life 1. Jesus. What do you mean I passed away a few days at Green Mountain?
I've been prepared for this for a long time.
She's remarkably calm about the death of her
In
husband.
times like these, any ordinary goodbye might just turn out to be a final farewell.
I'm really sorry.
Also, good job whoever's voicing this NPC.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
Fair play, fair play. How you doing, Green Mountain? You having a good day today? It's finally the weekend, thank God. Thank you for the plate. Old man with slender frame. Let's see.
Oh, hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help you with?
That is true. Some fandoms are diehard, yeah. Nah, Taylor Swift, yeah, true. No, her fans are basically, her super fans are a cult. Same with, like, BTS. It's insane. Or with the Genshin, and they're just Hoyoverse fans on Twitter who are like, you're doing the character wrong. Hi, Greg. Hi, Greg, I cannot hear you. Oh, there you go. Hi, Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi.
How's it going?
Are you
Yes,
the
okay.
father
How
of
are you?
Kinani and Artakama?
Well, hello, Daniel. You're only in chat.
Ah, yes.
Lol.
Did my daughters cause trouble at school again?
Oh.
Yes.
Alas,
Yes. They didn't
forgive this
survive.
old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now
Aw,
scholars
man.
at the Grove. As I get older, memories from years past tend to blend together.
Don't worry, I
Ah.
have this problem.
It could probably do that. That shouldn't be too difficult to do with Dolphin. Have you tried, like, looking up on Reddit or YouTube for guides, Green Mountain? There's definitely probably guides out there for that. I've gotten Wii remotes to work with my Steam Deck, so I'm sure you can get 8-bit to work with Dolphin.
What's the matter?
Like, I even got it working with the Point one. I
I'm
can't button
surprised.
map. Ah.
Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know.
Man.
Their old dad can still talk some sense into them.
They refuse to apologize
What
to
should we
death.
do? I really can't tell him.
Bruh. I'm getting all teary-eyed as well.
Mr. Fabio.
You
The
do it tomorrow?
Black
Probably a
Tide
good idea. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Took Kinani and Artakama.
What?
Speak up, I can't hear
They
you.
fought until their last breath against the Black Tide.
Happy to have it?
to
Yeah,
defend
nah.
the
Which
Grove.
8-bit controller did you get? Feel free to drop the name in chat, because I am curious. Damn.
As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio,
Punch
if
him,
you're
punch
upset,
him.
What's Greg?
Punch an Axa.
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs,
Greg, tomorrow we're off
when
Monday
she
and Tuesday?
was
Ah.
She was still a heroine, wasn't she?
Fuck.
Just the one.
Oh man, we left said PC in this state. Oh, is he just like this forever now? Fuck.
I hope so.
Ooh, cream colored one for Xbox wired, nice. Uh-oh.
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city, and I've got my hands full.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but
No, wait, Lady Casters, did Lady Aglaia send you because of some mistake I made at work?
Yes,
Wait a
it is
minute.
punishable by death.
Wait, that's suspicious. A little line you're gonna skip?
keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, old Titus.
And Anaxa is also Wise from ZZZ, the male
Orange
MC.
creamsicle is cream colored.
A few
True.
days ago,
Creamsicle.
your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his
You
age,
people
he was
recognize
due
him?
for the
True,
River
Daniel,
of
that's
Souls
true.
anytime.
Like,
I mean, he does have playable character energy.
yeah, but like even without that bias, Greg, because we're obviously not looking at the rest of the cast, you know, like you'd think someone would know him because he is. I mean, he's just one of those like Chrysos. He's a Chrysos heir. Like, holy shit,
And he's got the Connery eye patch.
he does have the Conry eye patch. I'm doing.
Just up and left me behind. That old man.
I'm doing good, Green Mountain. I'm just glad it's the weekend. This week was a bit long, but it was good. My office, we finally got approval to order a shitload of computers before tariffs kick in, so we ordered those immediately, now that we got approval from the finance department, so that's good. There's a bunch of laptops that are, what's the word? Trash, that we're going to get rid of, because people got stuck with them, because the last person who was in charge of the IT department just did not know what the fuck they were doing. They're like, here's a computer, bye. So, like, the time I've spent mostly is helping to clean up after that guy. God. Like Greg, I've heard from like someone like they're in when I give someone a computer recently, they're like, "Oh, hey man, thanks for the computer. I'm glad it's all set up with my account. Was it difficult?" I'm like, "No, not really. It was pretty easy. Just had to do it all." And he's like, "Right. The last computer I got, I was just kind of given a computer and just told to just do whatever." And just like, "Hey, you should probably just download this software." And I'm like, he was like, "Oh, well, okay." And I'm like, "Oh man." He's like, "Yeah, that guy was not great at IT." And I'm like, "Yeah, no shit."
I love that this is being described while
I've
Titus
been
is just
telling him for ages
weeping.
to stay in the
Like,
holy
this
city
is-
and enjoy his retirement.
This is so
But
bad you made
no,
Titus
he just
cry.
had to go off to that grove and
This is me
surround
seeing the
with
previous
scholars.
IT guy's problems. Like our team now is great. That guy's long. The other guy's long gone. Like he was. He has the role my boss has. My boss actually knows what the fuck he's doing. He's a good boss.
Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing.
Like, oh man. And then like we're also doing other
I
stuff too
already
this week.
got him a retirement home and
Like Greg, you know those
waited
login with
around.
Google buttons
All my
on
efforts
every website?
wasted
Yeah.
now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye.
I know.
Damn, sorry, Titus. Like, yeah, those button. Did he lie on his resume? I don't know. I didn't hire that guy. I haven't interacted with that guy. He left like a year and a half. He left a year and a half before I joined the company, so it's not my problem. I don't know. He's like an older. As far as I'm aware, they didn't mind him, but he probably also like every time we do something, they kind of are like, "Wait a minute, why?" And we're like, "Well, security." And they're like, "Oh yeah, good point."
So wait,
Like I don't
was
understand.
security just not previously a consideration?
No, I just don't know what he was doing. Like he also was like mostly leaning on an MSP to do things, and that MSP. We've looked into our systems. And that MSP has not done shit in months. So
Bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
gotta love it. Like they've done
But
some
basically
things,
not-
but there's a lot they've been just kind of like, eh.
That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
So basically, not only did he not do much, but when he delegated work to other systems, still not much got done.
Yeah.
Good work, Mister. And Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaya.
All right.
Yeah, so that's fun. But like, luckily it's been fine. Guard. What is this guard doing here? Where the hell's Aglaya?
Also, Green Mountain, you do know
Miss
plenty about
Castorus,
computers. You
my
know how
lord,
to get Twitch
You're
running.
back.
That is true.
Hello.
That is all you
We
need.
have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence?
My apologies, Miss Castorus. Lady
Wonder
Aglaya
how
has just
problems
informed me
for
that she
everyone.
has no time to receive
But
anyone
Aglaya
at
has
the moment.
escaped.
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Who are you?
Whomst?
Damn.
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment, and I'll try to contact her using the slate.
The Sheikah slate? Alright. Is you the manager of Radio Shack? Would you able to say I'm lying? Yes, because Radio Shack has not existed in years. So Matthew and company, one of the gross circumstances,
Also-
we are now fully cognizant, and for thy most diligent efforts we harbor the deepest gratitude. Indeed, no words could adequately convey the depth of our appreciation. Alas, the holy city presently faces sundry complications, and manifold duties command our attention, precluding us from extending proper welcome. For this oversight we express sincere regret. Following thy artist ways, rest must be prioritized. The particulars of recent events shall be deliberated upon the morrow. So it is written. Got it. Unstar must be the garment maker. Please inform Lady Aglaya message received. We take our best. We send her our regards. Also, like, so it is written. Like, oh man, that just makes me think of the Ten Commandments movie, where the Pharaoh's like, "Let it be written." Wait, what is it?
But
What's the actual-
also, Green Mountain, I would be able to say I'm lying. I'm lying. I just said it.
Yes, let it be written, let it be done, I believe. It's such a good... Oh, I love that movie. One of my favorite movies. Like, it's from the 50s, but like, it's actually good and the special effects still hold up.
Hauling around this sick body.
As well as they're going to.
Castorus.
I mean, Greg, they actually do look pretty good for the 50s. Like, my favorite thing
Yeah,
about
they
I'll
old...
take my leave for today.
No, they
What
look
am-
amazing for the 50s.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about, like, movies from back then, when they do a big, huge cast like that, is, like, they need, like, 200 people to stand there. They actually have to get 200 people to stand there. Like, I think if I remember correctly, there was one movie in, like, the 60s or something where they literally had to get, like, 60,000 people to stand to be in a crowd of, like, a stadium. Nowadays, they just fill it with CGI. But, like, back then you had to actually, like, get a bunch of people or a bunch of mannequins to stand there.
That Titan made a myriad of
You gotta pay the
adjustments on their
mannequins.
own.
Yeah, no, I love watching where
That
there's
still
like
aches
60,000
for
people standing there. It's
I
hilarious.
don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Bruh.
Please be careful. Akama isn't the Grove. This place.
Is covered
place
by
hates
her
you
golden
specifically.
threads. I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
But not your words.
Mister, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. We truly had no intention of putting you in danger, let alone face the Black Tide head-on.
You didn't put me in danger. Danger was in me all along.
The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akama, but all of Amphorius. Even back when the forces of strife coveted the Holy City,
That is so true, Green
their
Mountain.
warriors still undeniably
Back
halted
in
the
my
Black
day,
Tide
they cared
outside
about
Castrum
quality.
Primrose.
Like, look at the quality of movies in the mid-2000s. Like, you had the Pirates franchise, you had the first Iron Man, you had, like, you know, The Departed and stuff. Like, oh my god.
You had Revenge of the Sith. Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Even the Star Wars prequels, at least they're the vision of one guy and not, like, some committee-made bullshit. They may, like, the prequels may be extremely problematic and just not very, like, well-structured, but at least there was thought put into them by George Lucas. It wasn't just a committee was like, well, we need, like, this character and this character, and we gotta make another fucking Death Star, and, like, at least they're, like, those movies, like, even if they're not that good, like, at least there's
They're
a
not
vision.
that bad.
Yeah, there's a vision. Like, no prequel is as bad as Episode 9.
Nigador's core flame now sits vacant.
Like, is Episode 1 kind of
That's-
pointless
that's-
in the grander scheme? Yeah, but it is at least a
Grove is
fun
an
movie.
academic city with the
But
best
also,
understanding
that's-
of the Black Tide.
That's a really low
Shouldn't have
bar
fallen
comparing
so
anything.
easily.
It's
And
such a
yet it was
low
taken
bar.
overnight,
Except
leaving the city
potentially
in
comparing
blood
Episode
and
8 to
tears,
Episode 9. That one's a fair
haunted
comparison.
by the spirits
Yeah.
of departed heroes. The trial of strife.
Also,
has
CG
been
is so much worse now.
I pray Mighty will be able to steal his resolve.
Like, look
soon.
at the CG in, like for Pirates of the Caribbean. It's so good. And then you look at, like, fucking Ant-Man Quantumania, and you're like, this is just a blue screen. You guys are clearly on a blue screen. With Pirates, I'm like, okay, you're actually at sea.
Yeah, the thing about
Lady
Quantumania
Phoebe once
is that
traveled
I am
across
occasionally
thousands of
reminded
cities
of the
in
first
Amphorius
Tron
to
movie.
repel the Black Tide.
First
That's
Tron
not
is
good.
dated, but, like, Legacy
Even
is
they
just,
have
oh.
no recollection of this powerful enemy in
I
all
mean,
their
like, if,
journeys.
like, green screen
Perhaps the power of
wise.
strife has
The
triggered
green
even more
screen
terrifying
quality.
events in
Yeah.
unseen places.
It was also one of the first movies ever with CG, so that's not their fault.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
if anything,
but,
it is very impressive for 1980.
but the fact that one of the first things that could seriously use CG on the big screen is comparable in any regard to something from the last decade or so
Yeah.
is it's an oof.
Got a lot of the floating head in Thor Love and Thunder. Jesus Christ. One of the worst pieces of CG I've ever seen. And like Rey Skywalker becoming a Jedi Master, I have no problem with Rey. I think she had a lot of potential, and then they just fought over what the fuck her plan is supposed to be. Like, Episode 7 starts a good base. Episode 8
And
should not have been
somehow
written by
Palpatine
Ryan
was
Johnson, because what a
Episode 8 should
disaster.
not have been written.
Yeah, they should have made a different story. Like, I could see where they were going with 7. I'm like, okay, there's a plan here. They're going to execute on it. Cool. Episode 9 was just completely remade. Like, if you've seen the leaked stuff about, like, what Episode 9 was supposed to be, it was going to be much more interesting. It might have probably not been good, but it would have been at least a more interesting movie.
As for me,
It would have been less bad.
Yeah.
I detected a strong.
I love
sense
that
of
in the
death
first...
that entity.
Oh, wait a sec.
But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because it has sent countless others to their deaths.
Yeah, so, like, as I was saying, like, I don't have a problem with, like, that stuff. Like, I just... all I want is good movies. I just want good movies.
Speaking of Thanatos,
Thank God for indie movies.
Mister, there is
I
something
wanted
else
Kylo
I wish
Ren to be
verify
interesting.
with you.
Like, Greg, you've seen it, right?
Kylo
Of, like,
Ren to be a character.
yeah, me too. You know what I love is I watched him be Kylo Ren, and then I watched Black Klansman, and I'm like, wow, he's a really good actor. Have you seen that movie, Greg?
Yes.
It's so good. It's such a good movie.
You must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death, a poison shunned by all living beings.
Isn't Kennedy? Isn't she supposedly like retiring effectively, like now at the end of the year, or did that report get refuted by Kathleen Kennedy? I don't know, because the thing is, she has produced good movies in the past, but the problem is she doesn't have a vision for Star Wars. Like, she's good at coming with individual, like, one-off movies. Like, she's clearly good in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. But she is not, like, her mindset is not set for the modern filmmaking of, like, the present. It's like, okay,
Well,
so, like...
the present
like
is heavily reliant on continuities.
Yeah, like, you need to have continuity, and her whole movies are mostly just one-offs. Like, it's like, E.T. Yeah, there's never a sequel to E.T. Like, you know, come
Yet
on.
when you caught me in the grove,
I did not die.
I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power, mister.
The
I'm
roundabouts
immortal.
you brought up hasn't taken effect. I'm used to it. Something happened in the vortex.
My
Maybe it hasn't
apologies
taken
for the
effect yet.
abrupt
I'm gonna
question.
self-destruct in 3,
For
2,
all my life,
1.
I've always wondered, what is my connection to death?
Is this the Lady Death
And
from
why
Marvel?
am
I swear to God,
inextricably
it is.
linked to Thanatos.
Because we're built different? Yeah, you're not wrong, Daniel. We are built different. Literally.
We're built different. We are structured with a Celeron
Mister,
inside of
you
us,
must be
too.
tired after being on the move these
And that
past few
Celeron is
days.
built different.
Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now, and rest for the day. Mister, you must be tired.
Mem is dead. Mem's being quiet because Castor's touched Mem.
Em is not dead. I'm just apparated out of there like it's fucking Harry Potter. Also, I guess to talk about franchises again, I'm sick of just the same, like, 8 franchises. Can I have something new that's a franchise?
Can we have the Dune extended universe?
They're doing that. They made a Dune TV show, Greg. It's out now.
Oh, wait. Oh, heck, I need to research this.
Yeah, they made a Dune
did
TV
not
show,
know.
Greg. Like, Google it. It's out. Either it's
I'm
out now or it's
Googling.
coming out in the next, like, couple weeks.
Apparently it started in October?
Wait, what?
And I'm only finding out about this now?
Apparently.
How?
There's brains in time and originality. True.
It's like it's
still
been a
early.
third of a
Where to
year.
now?
Is it a 20? How many episodes is it anyway?
Hang on, still researching.
I just want to see. I've heard what happened from Fine On. You've been through a lot. I miss you so much. You took things pretty hard. What were you doing while I was gone? The organizing log. I also asked Hyacinth for some research material from the Grove. Discovered something interesting. Do you remember that in Forest the sky was sealed away by a Titan? Akula's presence keeps the world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. Seems Hyacinth's ancestors were the sky priest who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues to find a way back to the Astral Express. Nothing out of the ordinary happened earlier today. I didn't have anyone to talk to. It was kind of nice spending time alone. Just you wait, your good times are coming to an end. Me to Daniel be like, what happened in the Grove? There should be unrest in the coming days. We should rest for now. That's true. Ubisoft and Activision. Well, the good thing is Green Mountain is Ubisoft is currently floundering and dying because they make the same fucking 4 games that are all just open world and light RPG elements, and just you have to kill the guy who appeared in the first 5 minutes. But you're not going to see him for the next fucking 60 hours. Also, the storyline is very pointless and only surface level interesting. We're gonna have a really cool guy play the really cool actor play the villain, and he's gonna be charismatic as fuck. But in the end, it's not gonna mean much. Fuck you,
So
Far Cry
apparently
5
there-
ending. Fuck Far Cry 5. I played that whole
Apparently
game.
there's
I fought through
six-
all of that. I fought through all of that for this shit
You
for the
what?
ending to happen. Fuck you, Far Cry.
You poor soul.
I was actually enjoying that game, Greg. Because it was the only Far Cry game I played. I was actually enjoying it. I was having fun.
Here's the
I was
thing.
killing bad guys. And then, like, so the thing
That
is,
just makes the end worse.
it does. It sucked because, like, do you know the plot of Far Cry 5?
I've watched an entire playthrough.
Okay, so then you
I
know,
regret it.
yeah, the ending
wish I'd
fucking
stopped.
sucks. I heard some rumors. If you're gonna wander around, it's just avoiding the bath. Treevy. All right, I'll continue with my annoyance in a minute. Green Mountain, and do you mind if I spoil Far Cry 5's ending? Do you mind if I spoil that?
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble. Trianne used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No.
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place?
Yeah, so the thing with that is, so the plot is basically, you're in, like, rural as fuck Montana, and there's, like, a cult leader who's like, the end of the world is coming, join my church. And witness the end of the world and we will live together forever. And it's like, okay, well, you're a fucking cult leader, cool. And then like you go around, you kill his guys, he kidnaps a bunch of people from the town, you rescue them, you build the town up, and everyone thinks great. And at the end, you do the final boss fight, and he's like on the ground getting arrested by the sheriffs, and then just randomly fucking nukes rain from the sky of like it's the actually just end of the world. And it's like, wait, where the fuck did this come from? Like, where did this come from? And like, apparently, I looked it up after. Apparently, on the radio of random cars, you can randomly, with a low percentage chance, hear news reports being like, hey, there's like tanks and there's war possibly afoot soon. And it's like, how am I supposed to know? I didn't hear any of that in the game. This is when I had a bigger attention span. I didn't hear anything like that in the radio. Like, I heard nothing. And I'm like, where the fuck are the nukes coming from? It's like, why are you telling me that the villain was correct? Fuck you. Fuck you, Far Cry and Ubisoft devs. I wanted to actually... I was, like, looking forward to saving the town.
The villain listens to the radio.
I just don't understand that. Like, come on. Like, I'm still pissed. That game came out, like, what, 2018, 2019? Fuck you, Daniel. It's supposed to come out, like, immediately. Fuck you. Far Cry 5 release date. What's the release date? Yeah, it's 2018. It's been, like, 7 years, and I'm still pissed. Because that shit came out of nowhere effectively for me. Fuck you, Ubisoft.
We should place our trust in him.
Yeah, but the problem is the villain's right. Yeah, like, I don't mind the villain's correct, but, like, my problem is when that shit comes out of nowhere. If they'd had, like, bigger hints about something, or, like, it was more obvious, at least, like, a bit, like, you drop more than just a random hint and only select cars that spawn, you know, come on. Like, I don't mind if the villain's right. I like those stories. Those stories can be really good. My problem is when they're written poorly, because the only reason why they wanted to do, like, that is so they can make Far Cry New Dawn, the fucking spin-off that takes place 20 years after the nukes. You know what people thought about that game? No one remembers that fucking game. Like, that game is a nothing burger. I didn't even bother playing it, because I'm like, you know what? Fuck you for Far Cry 5's ending. And then, like, the Assassin's Creed is the same shit. It's the same thing. You go around, like, at least in the newer games, it's the same shit. You go around the open world, you go stab a guy, and you fight him, and then you're done. And then villain at the monologue. It's like,
there's
okay.
honestly about 3 distinct Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, there's, like, the original trilogy, Black Flag, and then, like, there's ones, like, there's the original trilogy, there's Black Flag, and then, like, the other ones until they rebooted it with Origins. And then there's the Origins spawns from that after for Assassin's Creed. It's like Origins and then up to the Viking one. It's like, what's the point? What's the point of any of these games?
They will keep Trian safe.
Like, it just... fuck Ubisoft.
Peggy, you're talking like we're little kids.
And, like, I am at least... Like, I don't know. I don't care about Yasuke. I don't give a shit. I don't care what it is. It's a fucking video game that's in fictional Japan with, like, Templars and shit. I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck if the game is just bad.
One day, Trian will reach her limit. And Trebi will take on the role of gatekeeper from her.
You know, you can only milk a cow so hard before it kicks you in the face.
True.
I am just a little
and then tramples
concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
What?
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind.
Yes, I believe so, Daniel. That's why we went from 1,000 to 3.
It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the West Wind!
All right.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this?
No, summer is coming.
What's going on?
Is someone injured over there?
Nope, that's a corpse.
What happened here?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Kremlin!
Ah, crap.
Thanks, Green Mountain.
Kremnoan? This is their doing?
Aggie,
My problem with
that's not
Ubisoft also is they make one good game and then the
Come
next game
injure
after is just
people
weaker.
first.
Like the first Mario and Rabbids is like actually pretty good, and then I heard the sequel was like okay, like it devolved because apparently Nintendo told them, hey, you know, you should probably just like only keep this one game and save it for the next system, just because it's probably a good idea. They made it anyway, and then apparently the guy who made the game, who's now no longer with Ubisoft because good idea, is like, yeah, we should have listened to Nintendo. What? No shit. Nintendo's been around since the 1880s. Like
That doesn't necessarily mean
they clearly have at least a
a
successful strategy in like keeping their company alive through fucking 2 world wars, and like all the way to the modern day. They clearly know what the fuck they're doing in the very least. Sometimes they don't. Clearly they don't with like how like their classic online service sucks and their stance on emulation. But at least Nintendo is good at business for the most part. The only time they've been bad at it is the Wii U.
Excuse me, coming through. Oh,
Even
he's
then,
right
that
here as
wasn't
well.
like catastrophically bad.
No, it
was
didn't
just-
kill the company. It was just bad because it was a product that was a solution to a problem no one had.
Even the
It's like, oh, I want a
20
tablet.
involved?
Okay, we
What in the
need an
world
iPad.
happened
It's like,
here?
well, no, it like the Wii U feels like it should have. It was like a Switch prototype.
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here,
I'm half convinced
I
it
saw all
was.
these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Huh.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the baths?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this.
They always say that.
Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The 2 of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
This is really bad.
Time to bring these clothes
Whoa.
to a
This is
fart.
all you can do, huh? Pitiable deliverer.
Deliverance.
Tyson gonna die? I don't know.
Deliverance has been defeated.
What is Finon doing?
Snowy! Even Snowy!
Kevin fainted. Kevin down! We got a Kevin down!
The culprit is Mightimos.
Lying down and pointing at him like he's dead as a Scooby-Doo villain, as a Scooby-Doo character. This is just some Scooby-Doo ass shit. I love that, like, they didn't even... I love that it's just his model on the floor. Like, they didn't even, like, try to make it look like it's anything. They just fucked with his model.
Mighty is just too warm for this place.
Dee, what did you do to everybody?
Added more coal.
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Brother, being vague does not help your case.
Duel?
As I
It's time to
expected.
do.
On the surface, these 2 are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart.
So
Speak up,
we are
Mighty.
dealing with a pair of
Tell us
children,
exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in
yes. Sounds
this
about
time.
right.
Different POV.
2 hours prior.
As you're coming along, my friend. I'm losing out part of the warrior's life.
No, none of those sound right.
Okay.
Fight me!
Forget it.
You still alive and kicking, deliver
Am I
her.
seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response.
Fucking children. They are children.
I don't feel anything special from you. Have you
Hi,
been
welcome to
studying
actually the
much?
stream. You're muted.
Maybe he's just inaudible.
He's just become
Maybe
unable
we're
to
just
speak.
The
ignoring
ritual
him.
hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, so grand. Yet little do they know that they will step into flames. Fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like
I'm
reciting
talking
a
about
line
this
of poetry.
tattoo I got on my neck.
Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Poetry, what's that taste like?
Can I fight it?
No, but Sokka will probably get thrown out for doing it.
Kremno
It's
Oh,
one too many
Sokka. I thought you
syllables
said
there,
Sokka.
bub.
weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
Garbiniforo Grand Library.
Okay, but hold on a minute. I have a question. What does strong literature look like then?
It's just a book with a bunch of bumps on it to make it look like muscles.
No, it's purely shonen manga.
See, I was gonna go with fucking power fantasy manga, but that works too.
Nice.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akuma is distant from many people's homes.
I know
Yes, that
how
is
to
how
interpret
distance
poetry,
works.
Haikus.
Well,
There's
that was
no
a
point
weird
in pretending
acronym.
to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't
So both
compare
of you
your
fuse
situation
together and
with
you'll make a
mine.
fusion warrior
My
that's
Oh,
prepared
God.
for the
still
trial.
relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own. without
I don't
first
want to
resolving
see
their
how these two
issues.
try to fuse.
Are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Yes.
What about your
Still
people?
thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead.
Well, that's
Let's see
alarming.
what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos.
My
Magic
magic
is
is never
never
giving
giving
On the
up.
previous competition.
My magic is playing Rick
We'll
Astley.
see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer.
I was
My
right.
magic
They
is
did
Fucking
not have
morons.
related incidents.
Literally morons. Oh yeah, I've got some news for the Manchester Greg.
What?
Later.
Are you chickening out?
Is it tasty?
The
No, it's not
phrase
food.
Chickening out
Drat.
does not exist in the Kremnoan language.
Bruh.
I just find the situation absurd. That's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword
That
forging
doesn't
for
sound
our
healthy.
baths?
That sounds horrible. It just sounds like you're getting
Are you
burned
guys
every time.
okay?
No.
Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
Please don't.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences!
We got an
best.
announcer.
I wish they just got an Albert to voice this. They just paid the guy.
A
That'd
bath
be great.
sprite named Albert.
Yeah.
Unparalleled resolve. The two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames
Yes, they are
entwine
fucking
with
stupid.
scalding
All right.
vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that
Nice
none
to finish
dare
downloading.
gaze upon it directly.
No, nobody wants
Okay,
to
but
look
what
at them
color
because
is
of
the
acknowledge-
steam?
Why don't I regale you
Vomit
with a
color.
tale of kings to pass
No, we want to see the competition.
Do you
Trust me,
recall
you
the
don't.
legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character?
Huh.
Fuck your pun.
Not the sole
Huh.
sovereign of that land. An oryx
Where's the
stood
skip
as its
button?
formidable rival. Long before the dawn of Era Chrysia,
The two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful,
What is an oryx?
oppressive, and challenging
It's one of those.
Oh,
it's
it's
one of those
the
things with
antelope
hooves and the
things.
horns.
Oh, yeah, I see it. I googled it just now.
I have
Those
not
animals are
seen
dope.
somebody refer to an oryx as that since Zoo Tycoon.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I forgot about Zoo Tycoon. One of my buddies as a kid, he loved that game. Or no roller. It was either that or Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't remember which.
Creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry.
Roller Coaster Tycoon was okay, but Zoo Tycoon was great.
Form in the chase.
Oh, I see how this is
On
going.
the other's neck, nearly within reach.
This is getting progressively more homoerotic as the story is going along.
Escape on the land of Amphorius. Some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish under the blistering sun at noon. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of
If
fate
you're seeing
heeded
any
their
sort of symbolism aside from that of fierce competition,
temperature a little?
then you need to read less.
What?
Ah!
You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Everybody get lost!
Imagine being in the booth when they recorded that.
Oh, please, forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
Imagine being staff in this situation.
What a spectacle of folly.
She's just like, why, you idiots?
This is
I
what
mean, can you blame her? Look at that shit. Two of our greatest heroes are fucking dead, or one of them is dead on the bathhouse floor.
Well, clearly we can use this as a battle strategy.
Home, the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
No, you will not.
This isn't fair. You are wearing way less than I.
It's not his fault you went into a bathhouse.
You could have just
wearing
taken
a
your
full
shit
regalia.
off, dumbass.
Is this the latest trend now? Ladies with baths all dressed in full armor?
This. It's like a
Not
trend on
wrong.
Twitter.
Clearly they just got ahead of themselves.
Though
And
there's
didn't
also a
think.
point to be made that they're riffing on the fact that nobody ever changes their fucking outfit.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Because they can't swap the model in. You know what's gonna happen
I'm
though?
sure
Someone's
they
immediately
could. It
gonna
would be
make
a lot of
a.
work.
You know what's dumb is someone probably already made models for them where they're just in bathing suits.
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
Fucking hell. We get it. You
I
Kremnoans are
love-
proud
I love that
fuckers.
response of just like, don't look at me, I
Bring
didn't
this
do
fast
shit.
to a close, shall we?
Is there a
Warriors.
word for smacking some sense into your dumbass friend?
Probably.
That
There
sounds
usually
appropriate.
is. There probably is. It's
I
probably
should
like.
have done that.
It probably resembles a line from like 300.
This is Sparta. Kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah, yeah. This is Kremnos! Fuck! Fucking hell. Absolute dumbasses. They are all dumbasses. Iron triumph with a stunning 27 to 25 victory, the number of trips safely escorted. They're still competing!
They're still being their
The
dumbass.
plane chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one. Replete with
I don't think this is what they had in mind with the
Hyacinth
flame
is just like,
chase
what the
journey.
fuck, man? Look at Hyacinth's face. She's like,
I'm pretty
why?
sure all are just kind of in a state of.
Well,
like,
Triby's just like,
disturbed
there they go
awe.
again. Aglaya's like, why are those two Chrysosairs?
Why is this my job? This isn't what I signed up for when I became a demigod.
I should have
don't
just
get
cloned
paid enough for
myself.
this.
But thanks to those two, All the gloom has vanished into thin air.
Be sure distant
Yeah,
explosion.
because it all
We
melted
just had quite the
or
commotion.
evaporated.
It's not every day we find the Memorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans?
Yeah, so it turns out that gloom has a fairly high boiling point, but not high enough.
Not high enough for my day.
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight.
Kerplunk.
I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Tree.
And now those two are going into the bath fully clothed.
And it's still hot.
They just
still high
immediately
temperature.
melt. What?
Take a bath.
Oh, we're going over there.
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It's great. Oh, hey, look at that. They have a they actually have a green cap
Outfits.
for this.
Yeah, they actually do.
They
They
have a
just-
CG.
I mean, to be fair, they did in Genshin as well.
Oh yeah, they did do that recently, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. In the fucking bathhouse. Both these games have had a bath scene. And then in fucking ZZZ, they had all the girls just taking a shower naked behind a curtain in a cutscene. So you can't get the models.
Nice.
That was a few
Lady
months ago.
Phoebe, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
What's
What?
that have to do with anything?
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Wait, what is that? What?
I think only
So
adults
she
can
needs
use
a
the pool.
kitty sauna to be able
Yes,
to
she
enjoy
does.
the
Yeah,
bath?
it's like when you go to a regular pool, she needs a kitty one. She needs a small one. She has a fucking, like, is that like a sponge or something on her head? What the fuck is that?
It's
a
a
towel.
bad towel thing.
No, on her head.
Yeah,
that's
there's,
a bath
there's a little
towel.
towel-y thing on her head.
How is that a towel? What is that even a
That's
towel
the
for? Your
little
face?
mini folded,
That's-
yeah. Or
It's
Sure.
a thing that they do in like Eastern cultures, I think.
Reminder,
Especially
I am white.
I forgot.
Are you curious about
Greg, I am as pale as the fucking moon that Moon Knight shoots at people. What the fuck do you mean you forgot?
Look, how much time do you think I spend paying attention to people's physical features?
Greg, I am as white as your iPhone default charging cable. What the fuck, man?
And watch his default charging cable be black for some.
It only is if you get a
reason.
black computer. If you
No,
get
my
a standard iPhone, it's a white cable.
My default charging cable is kind of gray at this point.
Is that because you've used it for like a decade?
No
Anyway,
comment.
focus people.
But something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Avoid the topic if you don't want to die, Hyacine.
discuss? The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie.
Not that mature.
Yeah, honestly, she looked like she was like 20-ish.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean, she
30
was a
at
mature
stretch.
adult. She was, you know, that. She was a mature adult. Also, like, her adult form, Smash.
Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis.
I love that little pause.
Yeah, reasons. We did see. I mean, to be fair, we did see that in the video they put on the website.
And in return,
Yeah.
the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
And
So how did that turn you into children?
Intensifies the strain
because
on
there
Phoebe and the others.
physically wasn't
They
enough
are
matter to
gradually
make a bunch of
regressing towards
adults.
infancy, both in body and mind.
Wait, why?
Oh, wow, that sucks.
How does that work?
It's fucking space magic, Greg. Who knows?
So every time, so they've been phasing out of existence because they keep using the Sentry Gate and it de-ages them, so they just poof out after a while.
Yeah.
So they just... Is there a period where they just go, like, newborn and then what... Can they keep on regressing past newborn?
What, back to just a single cell?
They turn into embryos.
Just turn to an
zygote.
embryo, yeah. Just keep
Just
going and going and
zygote
going.
mode.
Zygote mode. What, does anyone, like, have to fucking help with that? Like, when you get a IVF? To get, like, another Chrysosphere back?
We don't know what awaits us at the end either,
That sounds
Anyway,
amazing.
that's why we've turned into
And by
children.
amazing, I mean incredibly problematic.
It is incredibly problematic. It's terrible.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akuma during the battle against Nikador,
Well, there's
Yeah,
no
we're
way
turning
around
into
it.
children,
We all
or
know
into
that the
babies
Flame
again.
Chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research.
Yeah, let's
purpose
find a
of
way to
the
fix it. That way we can have
is
2
for-
playable
But,
tribbies.
but also, if
We
we're talking to
explore
the
its depletion
Nusforce,
and
then
methods to restore
we
its cursed
should
souls.
probably
As
ask
long as
Anaxa to
research
fix this
continues,
problem. Nothing could go
there
wrong.
might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do
See,
everything we
I
can.
do feel like Anaxa would probably be able to figure this out for us.
Yeah, but I
Herda would be
also
able to figure it out. Let's be honest too. Herda or fucking Ron May.
here's my problem with asking Anaxa. He gives me the impression of a higher functioning Mobius.
So your
Well,
first
yes,
reaction
that is a
in fact
problem.
denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Well, let's see how long that lasts.
That didn't sound good.
Well,
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
She's zygoting.
It's that strong feeling again.
well, Jan's fucking dying, I guess, in the background.
She's been zygoten.
It's not Trian this time.
What happened to Treon?
Trian is in danger.
Why is she dying?
Spite.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Bro, it's called chess, dude. I would ask if you tried chess, but I know for a fact if you tried chess, you'd just comically slam each piece down on the board and just destroy the
So he's
board after
playing
the first pawn.
fucking the Harry Potter chess, but just with
Oh
a
yeah,
normal
it's true. Yeah, he's
chessboard.
got the only way he can win is he has to play the Harry Potter chess with the giant pieces that fucking explode when they die. I forgot about that. Is that in? That's in the second one, right? Is that the first or the second one?
That's the first one.
It's the first one. Okay, it's been a minute.
Offering a compliment.
All right, because the second one is the snake, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
I do love those movies, but like,
also yes, it would be.
because scoundrel.
Oh, he's just got hiccups.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
That let me assume that is the Hoyo devs telling the English community, you all fucking suck at pronouncing Chinese.
I mean, we all suck at pronouncing Greek, so we're all in this together.
Yeah, all of the 4 playable regions are having a problem. 4 playable spoken regions.
I suck at pronouncing English.
Same. I'm not good at English.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
I feel like this is a conversation between me and Matt.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Which like, you can do this? Of course I can fucking do this.
So what, are you fine at? Are you fine on in this situation then?
I guess.
I love that perfectly even delivery where you can't tell whether he's being sarcastic.
You can write?
Oh my god, this is a miracle.
It's right on the edge of actually being astounded.
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
God, this is just an argument between us, Daniel. Holy shit.
Yeah, but which one of you is which is which?
I don't know, Greg, but you're clearly just like watching from the distance, enjoying and munching on popcorn. Again.
That was in
Let me guess, I just made you want popcorn.
After all, you
spent
all your childhood wandering
popcorn
far
is
from
good.
home.
Did you know you can get popcorn delivered via DoorDash from a movie theater?
Okay, but My Day has No Way Home then.
You also never mentioned
My Day
your
Man,
hometown.
No Way Home.
When you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only
I
times
don't
I get to
remember
see
it.
it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I knew it.
Yes, I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family.
Everybody was
friends, and my
dying.
kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene.
They killed who?
Elysia.
But I saw its form this time.
Okay, yeah, it is that fucking thing. Great.
Eerie mask
That thing
and a
killed
broken giant
Elysia.
sword that carried an ominous aura.
I mean, I thought that was the entire point.
I know,
of why
but now
it
it is,
showed up in that
I
one
know, but
scene.
like, you know, it's good to
Confirmed.
it's Finon has confirmed that more than just the literal screenshot of her cut in half.
I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time,
Get stronger.
I mean, to be fair, from what we've encountered, I don't really blame Finon for not really being able to do it, but
You were
also...
blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
But I could have
That's
killed
right.
it!
And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mightymouse.
Ew, stop being thankful to
Finally
me.
picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
I saw me,
Nothing
but
but fear
buffer.
itself. What?
I saw me, but buffer.
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
There's apparently a lot of words missing in the Kremnoan language, according to this man.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
There's
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as...
How's your mom?
my old comrades.
My old comrades are very scary.
Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius. Ptolemy. And Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these 5 have been by my side. We
Do those
faced
names
life and
sound
death
familiar to
together
you, Greg?
during our
Yeah,
days in
especially
exile.
Hephaestion and Ptolemy.
Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring.
Is Mighty just Odysseus?
We would
Sure.
gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these 5. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma.
Rip.
Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Midamos, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the fifth winter. Again. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia? Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death. But they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in the bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered.
Man.
Mighty Most, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne. To the...
Man, this is just the let's trauma dump session.
We breached the walls of Idonia.
Long overdue, honestly.
Plea for peace.
There.
However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Mighty Most, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius' entire history.
Then,
you mean the immense weight of a pillar?
You lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Mighty Most, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
That's a rip right
there. A Kremnoan dying on a sick bed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend. Spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
And
even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
He sure could try, though.
No. None can take you away.
Castorus be like, yo.
I'll never let
God damn it.
Midamos, our king.
Only works if that person's also redheaded.
Do not shed tears for me.
Daniel, if I die, I want you to play that. Daniel, if I die, I want you to play some song at my funeral. From
okay, I'll be sure to play the Benny Hill theme at your funeral.
Honestly, I would not be mad if you played the Benny Hill theme at my funeral. That'd be really fucking funny.
Rick Astley, go.
Yes, actually, Rickroll. Do as you lower my casket into the ground, play the Rickroll song. Do that exactly. I want that to.
No, we need to make something that tortures you enough in your afterlife that you'll come back into your body and be like, "Fuck you."
Lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as
most torturous thing I can think of is what does the fox say?
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. Little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there.
As opposed to what? Firelight and insanity, which was there before.
Crateros included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
Honestly, seeing what Kronos was like is probably a good thing.
I have never been crowned. And those
Good
5 were
riddance,
never endowed
honestly.
with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful
Build a
advice.
new Kremnos with a little bit
Maybe
less
you
honor.
could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman.
Less
Cartoonist's
The Grand
people
Craftsman
seem to
told
have
me
been
to
through
fuck off.
comparable
Oh, wait, no,
dilemmas.
not him.
And that teacher of yours, Crateros?
Okay, that teacher told me to fuck off.
We've got a big problem! Big problem!
Everything looks big to
Lady
you.
Tribby, what's making you so flustered?
Bayon's dead! She's fucking dead.
What?
Okay, that's the...
Crateros, what's going on?
How did he get here?
I don't know.
I thought this was sealed off to everybody but the Chrysos heirs.
Mighty-Mos. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
Don't look at me, for once I'm not the one who did
man
this.
abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis.
Well, that's one
He then
question
brazenly
answered.
stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
What?
Well,
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate.
You're also dumb.
If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
And then we can all die.
Teacher, can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Crateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy?
Fuck the
Does
prophecy.
the mission Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Yes.
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame-chased journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Well, they're not wrong.
Crateros, do you even know what you're saying?
Stop telling the truth.
Are you defending this woman, Mighty-Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Okay, but how many of those are caused on the Black Tide?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone.
I'm Castrius. Do.
Crateros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal.
Oh, this will be good.
Someone has
Yeah.
to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Crateros did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaya,
Fair.
hear us out first.
No. I want to murder a
He just
I haven't
goes,
gotten to murder
"Garbage
somebody in
maker."
a while. Let me murder them.
She's like, I haven't been able to kill anybody. The last guy that defied me fucking answered all my questions right against my desire to kill him.
I'm sorry, Lord Crateros. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected
Here comes the
those
stabbing.
who were not favored by its message. Your
Oh, we're getting a
accusations
power-up?
were harsh,
Who's getting a power-up this time?
but justified.
A Treeby.
We wish to earn your trust and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? He has somehow made a connection with
Oh, this will be good.
completely
Alright, Trailblazer, where are
We will
you?
ask for his aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and
Until
I will
then,
break
you
no
will be
argument.
stripped.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive
I
me.
thought I already told you
Master.
this.
But I just cannot wait any longer.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
I mean, have you considered that we have no future
Has
because of
become a
this?
sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a
Well, you know what the
Ideology
cure to
conflicts.
that obsession
which is
is,
why
right?
you're also incomparably alone.
If you get them all home, then
can
the
only
obsession
choose
dies
to
because
tangle himself
it's fulfilled.
with a mundane
And they all
of this
die.
world. If you're truly
Yeah, but that's not my
capable of
problem.
leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos. Just as
Kill
you did
me!
back then.
Kill me and show me that there's no more blood to be spilled. Or something. Oh.
A fierce fighter. I
Stab.
did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheman.
So that's his dad.
As the victor warrior, and tell me your name.
Bitch, I'm yours, remember?
Honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor. Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Midemos. I'm here
Wait
to
a minute.
finish you, father.
Well, shit.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have tried to kill him first, then.
You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated...
Oh, Daniel, all those swords make me think of something. What do they make you think of?
I already know. I will leave it to
Coming
the
in
audience. who may not
Q3,
have-
everybody. Coming in Q3.
Haikus! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you.
Why not just listening in the future? Aw, thanks, Mighty.
Reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No, I refuse. You can't make me.
Listen, if there's only one end for the kings of Kremnos, then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think
I'll kill Kremnos too.
I'll tear down the walls brick by brick by
you
brick.
and I
I'll tear down this establishment board by board. I will saw the table of tyranny in half.
Kill me! The son of Borgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
I shall, from here on out,
Set the seas
hear all of my
ablaze.
days lines in SpongeBob's voice.
Why SpongeBob?
I don't know.
No, the ankle's a big
The Grand
business.
Craftsman Cartonis might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have.
Okay,
But
Yoda.
before that, take this.
How the fuck did you get that?
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you. Ask, now.
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs.
Would it make
Council
you
of
happy
Elders,
is the question.
the Kremnoans.
Nothing
Even
makes
the
me
bards
happy.
will write it all into song.
Apparently.
Yet hesitate still, you do.
I only eat
Hesitate,
unhappy
why
meals.
do you, young
It's
king?
an unhappy
Because
meal.
of my people, be they men, women, the elderly, or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting
But
for
they don't
this
know
day,
what home really
the
is.
day their king returns.
The
Children of
once and
Strife would
future
then be able to
king.
go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
Yeah, it sounds like people.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
No, I don't want people to needlessly
Kremnoans
throw
have
themselves
practiced a
away
cycle
like
of
this.
bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years?
Yes.
How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? I accept that fate and become the totem of strife that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
Different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
This one's not Kremnoaning properly. Have we tried rebooting him?
Mama! Mama! I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did
What
you
the
dream
heck?
about my darling tree?
Himiko again!
Not every redhead is Himiko.
Well, actually, with that in mind, do we count Trivia as a Himiko because she's dying?
And made the stars into our sails.
Sure.
Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Huh. Trying to see if that that's like a reference or not. I don't think it is.
That's just to the animated short, Daniel.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah!
Now go to bed, Trivy.
The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all. Because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleeding.
Now it just sounds like you're having a drug
birds
trip.
inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Sounds easily defeated.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
Or maybe it's outer space.
So?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall.
And it was this big.
And it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave
it was a wave
smashed
made of
against
blood.
the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up.
And
The
black
small
tide.
animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius. But it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge.
Yes,
and
listen
etiquette
to
you
the
need.
adults, study, get a good job, and then get eaten by the black tide.
Highness will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
That's rich, given that Yanis apparently went silent when she was asking for help.
Holy Maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
Find a different god.
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
We are the last
Yeah.
Airbenders.
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of
One
friends.
Trebius alone is not
You
enough.
must do your best to unite them.
We must have
That's
1,000 of
also
them.
our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they
And we must plant Tribioses like grass.
pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Kid, they'll all be you.
Or they could be fine on in my day.
Don't be silly, dear.
Oh?
Of course.
No, you're definitely tripping
I've always
extreme
been by
amounts
your
of balls, Trivy.
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play
Yeah,
hide and
that's
seek,
not
just like
good.
we used to, okay? My Trebios is the
This is crap.
smartest girl. I'm sure. you
This is not good. Tribios is hallucinating.
Sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking
And he's losing her mind.
Who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood?
So it is.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get to a point where we could pause. So, yeah, chat. We are gonna pause here with Triby for now. Daniel, are we gonna resume tomorrow, or do we want to move into Magnolia to Sunday?
I mean, I think that we should probably just try and do this, or like full shot it in the afternoon potentially, or even
in the
after
afternoon. I'm doing
movie.
stuff with family. We could do it after movie though, probably like tonight. We could just bum rush it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
To connect everyone.
Great. Even the game is yelling at you to hurry up and decide something.
Yeah, chat. We will be back in a little while. What do you guys think of today's progress so far?
It's time for Depresso.
Yeah.
This was not depressive enough.
Hooray! Thanks, Stariel. Yeah, we'll see you guys in a little while. Thanks, Green Mountain, for coming out to stream. Thanks to anyone else who stopped by.
And Trayman, which one of you likes such sour stuff?
Yeah, we will see you guys in a little while. Bye-bye.